I want to go back to last week, or we want to go back to last week leading up to the game.
Yep.
Tell us the depths of despair and the frustration with, once again, you being racially vilified, the impact on you, the impact on your kids, the impact on your family. Can you let people, I know you've done it before already, but can you let people into your life and into your mindset when that plays out in front of you?
Yeah, yeah, well, it was tough, knowing I found out that that tweet came out, and then I actually wasn't going to post it up, Robbo, to be honest. I thought, what's going to happen? Do I have to deal with it again? The stress, it's just tiring, just fighting, and it just keeps happening every year. For the last 10 years, the last 6 years over in Adelaide, I've been racially abused every year online. I had banana thrown at me. And quite frankly, I'm getting really sick and tired of that, because it just drains you, and you kind of think, why am I playing footy? But then I think to myself, I need to let people know what I'm going through with everything that's going on in the world. With over in America, Black Lives Matters, and this stuff is still happening here in Australia, and it's still happening to us, to Aboriginal people here in Australia, and it's draining. So I needed people to understand that I've got to set up barriers every day when I leave the house. I think I'm going to get racially abused when I'm driving, or when I go to a supermarket. All I want to do is just rock up to training, play, enjoy the game of footy. But before then, I've got to set up barriers for myself, because I get racially abused. And sometimes on social media they set up fake accounts, and you can't catch them, you can't call them out, and it'll happen next week again. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. But I want the AFL to be a safe platform for young Aboriginal kids to come and enjoy and play footy without being racially abused. And if I have to take the full brunt of all that, and to continue to drive and educate people, so that the platform, the AFL platform, is a safe spot, because young Aboriginal kids, this is what they do. They get racially abused, growing up. But the AFL is a safe spot for us to come and enjoy the game that we love. And if I have to cop, most of this racial abuse coming my way to set the standards in the future, so these young Aboriginal kids can come and play footy and enjoy it without being racially abused, I'm happy to cop the brunt. But at the moment, just getting sick and tired of it, Robbo. It hurts myself, it hurts my family, and I'm sick of fighting.
How do you balance, Ed, and you've spoken about it before, and you've been a real leader in this area. How do you balance not getting angry? And I get the feel that you're really angry this time publicly to previous times, compared to let's try and educate people. That gap, that balance, I think that's really shaky at the moment. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, it is. And I was really angry, and and I wanted to put something up that was aggressive, but that's not my nature. I'm kind. Always like to give people a second chance, and I've always liked to educate people. But until we make changes, or I don't know how it's going to stop, until, I don't know, maybe you start charging these people and catching them out, and and getting the law involved. So it's like I said, it's tiring. And we're sick of fighting, but I tell you what, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep standing up for it, and I'm going to keep, fighting for what I believe in.
One of the most challenging aspects, I think, Eddie, is you've provided a disproportionate amount of joy to the football world, I think, to most players who come along. Do you ever have the sense of, well, what more could I have given to you? What more could I have given the game to still be facing this as a consequence of playing?
Yeah, I've always said to myself, well, I've done nothing wrong. Like, why can't you just come and enjoy the game of footy? And I think, what the only problem that they have with me is that I was born black. And I guess I believe that's the only problem that they have with me. And I guess, I'm just sick and tired of it. And I guess what I want to say to Australia is, open your eyes up and, start to listen and learn and educate yourself, because I'm sick of copping it. I'm absolutely sick of copping it, and and it hurts, and it deeply hurts. And you think to yourself, why do I play footy? Why should I keep playing footy if I'm going to keep copping this? But I want to make a change. And the way to keep hurting these guys is just keep playing great footy and keep smiling, and that's what I love doing.
We didn't get you on to talk about this, Eddie, but at the same time, it's really important that we do talk about it and people do listen to you. And one of the ways I think you can try and get through to people is, can I ask you, how old are your kids now?
7. Sorry, Louis 7, Billy's 5, and the twin girls, Alice and Maggie, are 2.
Are the two oldest, are they understanding of what went down last week, the photo going up and what you did? How does it affect them when they see Dad being put into this just horrible situation?
Well, they don't really understand it just to this point. Louis, the oldest, kind of a little bit, but eventually they're going to see what happened to their father, you know, in the AFL over an amount of years. So, you know, I hope, you know, in future we'll make change, and, you know, they won't have to cop it if they want to play AFL footy.
Well, your last one, Jared. The first week, all the players took the knee, Ed, and I think everyone thought this is terrific. And the conversation around that is that just a token gesture? Are we just going to see it once we move on? And I was really pleasantly surprised and happy that the players around the country took a knee in the second game. How does that make you feel? And have you got plans? Do you know if the playing group around the country's got plans to continue with that action?
No, actually, mate, I was really proud, you know, taking a knee. That was for the Black Lives Matters and racism in Australia. And, you know, it happens in our backyard as well. We got 432 deaths in custody here in Australia. And that was since 1991. My grandfather, Eddie Betts, so my dad's Eddie Betts, my grandfather's Eddie Betts, he was sick in Port Lincoln. He went to the doctors. The doctors turned him away because he had chest pain. They thought he was drunk. They rang the police on him, took him to the cells. He died alone in the cells by himself at age 49, my grandfather, Eddie Betts. So, you know, I wish I could have grown up with my grandfather, but that's not the case. And, you know, I know that he'd be proud of me and me carrying on the name Eddie Betts. And but, you know, that could have been prevented. That could have been stopped if he was helped at the hospital. So that really, really proud that the boys took a knee, and hopefully we can continue to make change in the future.
Eddie, we admire you, and we're grateful that we'll be able to have conversations for the better and the worse as this season unfolds. Well done on all that you've done in the past week, and all power to you.
And remember one thing, Eddie, 99% of the population love watching you and love listening to you. It's just fantastic. So, I don't know what else to say, but mate, keep enjoying footy, keep kicking goals and keep smiling.
No, thanks, guys. I'm going to enjoy being on the segment this year with you two.
Good on you. Eddie Betts with us.